Station. What's up,
Yo.
y'all?
Everybody.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing well. Excited for this.
Chilling.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the whole show like I'm a character from us.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Fuck me.
Yeah, man. So the one I've been dreading, but it's all uphill from here. Or is it, man? Maybe I love this movie now.
Maybe. Doesn't feel like it, but maybe.
I don't know,
Wait,
man.
how many times have you seen this one,
I
Dylan?
could be totally cock faking you.
How many times have you seen it?
Dude, I've seen it a handful of times, like 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Maybe
This is
more.
my first time seeing
I've
it,
seen
and
it
only
good.
my second time I saw Jordan Peele. This and none.
No.
It was my second watch.
Yep.
This was like my fifth, I think.
Probably actually the most, man, because people just keep telling me it's good, so I would keep trying to go back to it.
I would never tell you that.
This is different. movie.
I do enjoy Jordan Peele. I went back to what he say that he was trying to do. It's so obviously we're doing Jordan Peele's Us from 2019 tonight. And then this Monday, Robbie will be doing Get Out. Lucky fuck.
Speaking of Robbie, he should be joining us shortly here.
Yeah, the co-host should be here shortly. Late as usual. Just kidding. But definitely come holler at us at the horror show if you are new here. Like and subscribe. I'm surprised there he is. I was trying to stall while I waited for him. The
Station.
Mr. Bills. What up, Thrills? We got audio on Robbie? Oh boy, he's bitten.
We got that Wi-Fi, hotel Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
There we go. There he is.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Ominous. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, gentlemen? How are you
He's
doing?
a little blurry.
Going?
What up? Hey, what kind of shirt you wearing? Is that Freddie on there? Oh, I think that's
God damn it,
the
this
shirt
isn't
that
working.
Two Gun got him.
We can hear you. Yeah, I think that's that one he showed off a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he'll be back. But yeah, so Jordan Peele's Us. I think it's got a great freaking cast, man. Overall, man, I watched it. I watched it like twice, halfway through. First, I just kind of threw it on, and I was talking to my mom and shit in the background, and then I threw it on and just fell asleep halfway through with my brother, and then I watched it. And then I watched it yesterday, halfway, watched like maybe 30, 40 minutes, fell asleep, woke up at like 1 a.m., watched it, and then went to bed.
Yeah, see, this movie kept my attention. I got through it, and I had no problem.
No, it's not. I was just tired.
Yeah.
That wasn't. It's not that. It's not.
It's
that
the
wasn't
story
problem. I
that
watched it a bunch of times before that.
Let me
Like,
just say,
even watching
as somebody's already seen two Jordan Peele's, I'll give my quick impression. None in this movie. I haven't seen Get Out yet. I'll be watching, even though I'm not doing the show.
The fuck is None?
So you worked your way backwards.
Why do I keep on saying None? No.
Yeah.
None. I've seen None.
That's gonna be his theme, though. Like one word movies different.
But it seems to
Nope,
me he's
none.
the type of guy who comes up with really good ideas and plots, but then he stretches them into long movies, and they might seem better on like an anthology, like a Twilight Zone, But let's hear what Robbie has to say.
Is this better?
Yes,
it is. Well, we still didn't get to the root of what Dylan, like. What don't you like about the movie? I can tell you don't like. What is your? You were going somewhere.
Well,
with that.
here I'll tell you. It's there's something like, man, the music I think is the best part, the straight up best part. I'll say this, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the actors are all like top notch actors, but they just don't really mesh well. I don't know if it's meant to be, but I love Winston Duke, but he's just totally dumb and goofy in this, like just trying to pull off that white, like, I
think he was channeling his inner Jordan Peele
tomorrow.
Right.
Like that would be fun. Like he's just.
I think he was doing like a
too hard. He's just trying way too hard to be his white rich friend, but it doesn't even feel like whatever. What's the main woman's name? It doesn't even feel like she
Lupita
with her man.
Patty?
Like, there's no like chemistry at all between them at all. What's her name?
You talking about Adelaide?
Her?
Adelaide.
Yeah.
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
A, Adelaide, B.
The one chick's voice, the opposite, is so fucking annoying too. Let's see. The scissors is stupid as fuck. The fucking shit at the end with them holding hands, it just makes no fucking sense, and it serves no fucking purpose.
I think it makes sense, but it makes sense. But
dude, what the?
This movie is more about themes.
Oh yeah,
I actually didn't watch.
It makes sense, but
I
doesn't.
watched videos for this, like what it means back in the day, so I didn't watch any before this. But dude, it really doesn't serve any fucking plot point at all. The chick dies anyways.
It's just kind of ridiculous in my opinion.
I
didn't buy the whole government's gonna set this thing up down there and
then just shut it down, but leave the fucking stairs wide open to just walk up.
I know anybody can walk in, but then they're eating rabbits that can somehow live off nothing because and then they're doing the exact same thing that the people above doing, and that's all they do down there for like. It makes it's just nonsensical.
Yeah, the mechanics of
I noticed too that they were like,
it doesn't stand up to scrutiny. You sit there going, okay, I understand what he's saying, but man, that's fucking stupid. I mean, it just, I love the first half of the movie. It's an invasion, kind of quasi invasion type thing. But then when the plot gets revealed, it's like, it's fucking dumb. And I understand what he's doing with the hand across America and they're emulating it, but then everybody's gone. It's like it's fucking The Walking Dead. No one's around. But get a fucking tank and blow those fucking people to hell. They're just standing there holding hands.
All they have is
fuck?
scissors.
It's stupid. And why would they fucking do scissors? And maybe Robbie's gonna tell us why.
It's about duality, man.
Duality, right? But I just thought
separation between the two.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
iconic.
It's interesting, but then his payoff. I think he thought he was being clever, but it just wasn't.
No, yeah, it was very pretentious.
Like
but it's still
And
enjoyable.
it
Like
really served itself. It could have been. This could have been a good half an hour story on like the Twilight Zone or something, but stretched out to like 2 hours.
Well,
it's crazy.
Supposedly Jordan Peele has some fear of like having an evil doppelganger version of himself, so that's where.
And that's fine. And that part of the movie was very scary. It was scary.
I feel like
the reason was dumb.
Is really hyped up from mainstream horror fans. I know there are some big horror fans that do enjoy this, but I feel like majority of the people that really say they absolutely think this is the fucking shit, they are not like huge horror fans. But definitely there are huge ones that like it. I'm just saying, I feel like
you're gatekeeping.
They're giving Jordan Peele a chance, but they see through his flaws, you know.
Well, I think some people love movies that other people hate. I mean, that's just the way it is.
True.
And this just got really mainstream.
And there's I'm sure, dude, Jordan Peele has a huge fan base, dude. Like without a doubt, he's gonna keep making movies. This one,
he's a competent filmmaker.
I like it.
Very competent.
I like to know.
Yeah, he's a competent filmmaker.
A lot more than
technically, from an acting standpoint, this movie's top notch.
Visually, it was
visually it was very good too.
You know what? I like the white couple better than the black couple. Like the evil versions of them too. I like what is it? The girl from Invisible Man, from the new
Elizabeth Moss.
So creepy.
The one thing that doesn't make any sense either.
Incredible. And then the blonde, her husband is creepy as hell. And then their 2 twin daughters. Like,
take a breath, Scarphead. Take a breath.
Yeah. We gotta structure this out.
People coming out of the sewer and they kill everybody that's their doppelganger. Why did the main characters decide to play with them for an hour and a half and not kill them? It makes no sense.
It's because they only kill their doppelgangers. Evidently, that's the way. That's what happens in the movie. At least they're only. Even though their doppelgangers.
But they will kill you if you get in the way. Because old girl killed the guy on her because she was standing on his car.
Right.
The daughter doppelganger.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. She did.
I'm dying to hear what Robbie has to say.
The creepy factor is that she has some like crazy smile.
Yeah.
What are you, Robbie?
Shh,
I thought the girl like kind of breaks her her like throat thing, whatever, so she can't talk.
Trachea or larynx.
But it doesn't really seem like that, like because at the end when they show her, she's like, it doesn't seem like she's all like I don't know. I guess she did though, but that's a bad choice right there, man, because I cannot stand hearing her fucking talk. Like it takes like a normal sentence takes her like an extra minute just to get out. That's just a bad choice on my on the part, because this soundtrack is fantastic. The score to this is brilliant, and Jordan Peele is he's great with the film. Like he has great shots in this. It's just the family's too goofy to me. I don't even care about the evil versions of them. Like I said, I like the white evil version couple better. I like Elizabeth Moss just kills it, and her husband does a pretty damn good job. He's creepy too. I just think they're scarier in a way to me. I don't know. That's me though. Robbie, if you want to go, you let me know what you're thinking about this, bro.
Of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really a hardcore horror fan because I love this movie.
I said that there are some. There are some.
He was gatekeeping.
Everybody. I'm just saying, when I recall and think about all the people that have said over the years that they really like it, they're not huge horror fans.
It's just because it's more popular. Most people haven't heard of most of the movies we talk about, but everyone's watched us. That's kind of what.
Mainstream, dude.
Right. Sorry.
All right. So. Oh, damn. No wonder. All right. Can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I love the movie. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely fantastic. When I first saw it, it was like mesmerizing to me. And I felt like I didn't quite get all of it, but I went back and I watched it over and over, like initially, like, and then when that shit came out on Blu-ray, I got it like as soon as I could. I have poured over this movie. I fucking love it. I think the cast is phenomenal because these people, they're playing two roles. They're all playing two roles. That's double the work. And for instance, Adelaide is way different than Red, right? And Winston Duke is phenomenal, right? And Abraham is way different than what's his character's name? I can't remember. But like they're all playing these other characters. They're playing them so well. The way that they're shooting it so that it is flawless because they're having to shoot with doubles and they're having to do this and that. But I don't pick up on that. I'm not looking at the movie magic of, how did they make it look like they're both like you just buy into it. I think it's phenomenal. I love the look of the Tethered. I think it is pretty much instantly iconic. I love the scissors. I love the glove. I love the red suits. I want action figures, right? I think these could be like Halloween costumes, right? Those are references to things. The jumpsuits are reference to Michael Myers. The one gloves are reference to Freddy Krueger. So like Jordan Peele in all of his movies is always like shouting out the stuff that he loves. There's a lot of like things like Shining references, for instance, in Get Out, right? And then in Us, you're getting these kind of things. It's a home invasion story. It is about the doppelganger. It, of course, is about duality. I think it's got a very strong message. It is way more subtle and less obvious than Get Out's message, but Get Out's also got some nuance to it, and we'll be talking about that on Monday night. But I fucking love this movie. The music is amazing, absolutely phenomenal. The performances are great. I think Jordan Peele is already at a level of someone like a Carpenter for me. You know what I'm saying? Like he is that good. I love the movie. I know a lot of people.
No,
What'd
man.
you say?
Yeah.
No,
Don't
man.
even put Jordan Peele on like Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone series, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Do
you
not
like
put
Escape
them on
from
our
LA?
level.
You mean you get like you don't think that everybody's got a dud here and there?
Right.
Like you don't
Hey,
understand the
man.
difference between being
Hell
a
yeah,
host and
they
an
do.
executive producer.
I'm just saying it's
The
too
difference
soon
between
to be
that and
putting
writing
them
and
with
directing your
Carpenter.
own movie.
I'm just saying
Anyway.
it's too soon to be doing it and putting them at
No, it's
OG
fucking not. Was it too
Halloween,
soon to
doing
talk
your
about
own
John
score
Carpenter
and
that
shit.
way after The Thing? Come on, bro. I'm saying like these movies are
Well,
that
the
good.
Thing was far from his first movie. I mean, that was a long time after that.
Yeah, no shit, Scarpad. All right, y'all are pissing me off tonight. I'm telling you this. I really like this movie. I love it. I think it's
Man, I'm
phenomenal.
glad you like it, man. I really am.
There's nothing wrong with liking it.
Everybody, that's the best. That's the great thing about it, man. Everybody has their own opinion about it, man. Nothing wrong with it. Scarpad, dude, what did you think about it, bro?
As I said, I loved it from a technical angle. I loved the cinematography of it, the music of it, the acting. I thought the family was, obviously he's playing a dad that's goofing around with his kids, but I mean, I bought the family, and that's why the twist at the end is a little bit more of a twist because the woman does such a good job portraying her normal self, but there is like instances where you see that other character. But it's a little bit, the twist at the end is a little bit better because you don't really expect it. But once again, it's one of these movies, almost like, Nope, to a certain degree, is that once the reason for the story is revealed, doesn't hold up to any kind of scrutiny. Once again, you got to buy why this is all happening. And, to think that, once again, that the government would set this up, abandon it, and these people would somehow live down there for it was a long time. Off of just rabbits when they're just going around in circles emulating the people above it. Then while they're eating and everything else, I just don't buy all that. The story just doesn't hold up. So and the whole doppelganger part of it, I mean, would have been better, as Dylan said, if the family and everybody, I know that's the horror part of it, where they're all going around going, I mean, that whole boat sequence for me was almost laughable. It was played for comedy because the guy, I think it's the bottom line is the family became terrific killers really, really quick. And every one of the every one of the tethered just got killed like instantaneously. I mean, they just went down.
Actually, Only the dad struggled really,
Yeah.
because the kids and the mom Adelaide actually adapted pretty quick, and the
Yeah,
kids
and
because they were half
yeah.
human, half clone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
done purposely.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
it's because you notice the white family got instantaneously.
Right.
Right.
That's the whole bit where the dad is telling the daughter you should run in the sand because it's harder to run in the sand. It's going to make you a better runner. I think that's what that's about. You grow up black in America, and it's going to toughen you up in a way that you're going to be able to handle this type of adversity. So the film is filled with shit like that. It might be a little too much.
Yeah,
It's more about themes than anything
all
else.
about it.
The way the family got killed instantly, I think that was saying something too.
Yeah, I just think for me, I think to me it fell apart in the second half once the reason is revealed because it's kind of dumb. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And to me, he was a little horror light in this. And it was almost the same way in Nun. Jordan Peele is a great director. I understand what he's doing with all the Nope. No, I think you might go on no.
His next movie's
He's working on the right now.
It is very good at putting symbolism in and going with the themes, but I'd like to see it is after all at the end of the day a horror movie. I'd like to see a little bit more horror, a little bit more intensity. This movie doesn't have it, I don't think. And Nope had it to a certain degree, but I like to see more from him, and than what I'm seeing. But overall, it's a miss for me because of the storyline and how that's presented.
Yeah, well, he redeemed himself on Nope for me. I did.
Nope's a better movie, yeah.
I did enjoy Nope. It's not one that I'm gonna go back and watch a lot. Honestly,
You just said Nope was better than. Okay, all right.
Nope was definitely better than Us.
Nope.
Nope was way more unique. Nope was like Jaws in the sky, bro. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I could buy that organism a little bit more. Even that was a dumb thing, but
I
thought that was cool as hell, actually.
That shit was awesome.
I could buy that a little bit
I'm
more
sorry,
than
Robbie. I backed you up on the Funhouse. I ain't backing you up on this one.
I don't give a shit. I don't need anybody to back me up. Me and my shadow can back this shit up ourselves.
Right.
You ain't gonna change me, man.
For sure.
Greetings from Memphis, by the way, everybody.
Hey yo.
Hey.
How's it going over there? Is it kind of cool?
It's going well. It's going well, man. Now I'm getting a little fucking frustrated, but it's fine,
Hey, you want to do this? Hey,
I love it.
Fable, what do
the
you
rest of these
think
guys
of
are gonna love the movie anyways. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Was this your first? Was this this wasn't anyone's first time watching out of you three down, but Vern and
not me.
Vern
Yeah,
saw
Fable
it before. So Scarpad and Fable had not seen it before.
No.
Alrighty. All right. So Fable, my brother, what did you think of this, bro? First time watch.
Yeah, it's my first time watching this movie. It's my first time watching the Jordan Peele movie. I've heard about him for over the years. People talking about how good he is. And watching this film, I get where that comes from. He is a totally competent filmmaker. Let's be clear here. His shots are very intentional. His blend of music and camera work to set up certain scenes is absolutely great. Like you guys said, the acting is phenomenal. I did buy The Family too, because that is, there's families that exist like that. You know what I mean? Like there's black families that don't necessarily talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
right.
They speak intelligently. So I could see this family existing. So that didn't bother me at all. I saw all the tech undertones that he was going for, little commentaries he was making on social, social commentaries he was making. I thought that was pretty slick, the way he puts them in there. So I love that. I thought it was very creepy for the doppelgangers and how they looked and everything. But I am with Scarpad on the technicalities of the premise, like what it is and why it's doing it and all that. I would have probably preferred that they didn't even explain it. And it just happened.
They
right?
kind of didn't in a lot of ways, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
But you put it together yourself. It's a government thing. Like
yeah.
In the beginning of the movie,
the backstory comments and shit.
They talk about these underground passageways that are abandoned and nobody talks about, and Dylan pointed out something that I didn't even think of, where it's like you leave the door open I didn't even think about that until you said it. I'm like, yeah, that is fucking stupid.
They had no one guarding it.
You know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the style and structure and the creep factor of it saves it enough for me to say, okay, I see where you guys are coming from with Jordan Peele. So I did enjoy this movie at the end, But yes, I see what the people are saying with the dumb parts, them holding hands across the mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
they're valid.
I would have, me personally, I would have rather it be like that mirror house was somehow connected to another dimension on some
like a portal,
phantasm shit, phantasm,
like a shadow world or
right? And they're coming through, invading our world. I would have much rather have that.
Absolutely.
But it is what it is, and like I said, the style and structure and the music and all that stuff, the acting saved this movie to the point where I'm okay, I'm gonna watch Get Out. I'm gonna watch Nope. And all the rest of the stuff he does, because he is very good. And I know where Robbie's coming from when he talks about Carpenter level stuff, because I've seen some of his shots, like the shot where the little girl goes into the mirror house and she goes for the exit and her mirror reflection sort of like runs past her. That was scary shit. I've never seen nobody kind of play with mirrors like that. So I see where it's coming from. So yeah, I enjoyed it, guys. End of the day.
That was nice, Fable. I like that. That was good.
I bet you do.
We got two nays, two yays.
I can understand why people though. I understand why people like it. It just don't work for me though. That's all.
That's okay, man. Sorority babes and the slime ball bowl-a-rama doesn't work for everybody. So
see, that's a good point.
Level, now, I like how that's a movie Scarpad can buy the premise of. I appreciate it.
Okay. If you go back to I did not buy the demon part of it.
I'll start at the end. I'll just to add on what everyone's saying. That's always been my problem with the movie. Like, I always enjoy it. Like, so much about this movie is so much better than the vast majority of fucking movies that we talk about. Like, by far. The character development, the entertainment value, the way it's shot, like it's great. Like, these are way better characters than almost every movie that we've ever talked about. It's way more entertaining than the majority of them, to me. What my problem always is, and I'll just say this is like the fourth or fifth time that I've watched the movie, and this, for whatever reason, was by far the most that I've ever enjoyed the movie was on this watch. Probably because comparing it to everything else we've been watching. But I get to the end of the movie, and just what you guys are saying, yes, they explain that, oh, these are doppelgangers, and we're tethered, and we do this. But where I struggle is like, did they fucking clone these people? Like, how does this tether work? If I walk backwards, you're stuck to it.
They cloned them.
They did clone them.
Because they said, she says they found out how to create a duplicate of somebody. Okay. So they made it. So the way it is, the government made these things. They share a soul because they couldn't replicate the soul, right? And so you have that whole as above, so below thing going on, and they're trying to exert control of the populace through them. What was that?
Did Manny join the stream? What the
what the shit?
Holy shit, it could be the fucking doppelganger right there. That's an evil fucking talk.
What is that?
I hope it's not me, though.
Oh, was that Fable?
Maybe.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, okay. Then here's a thing that Jordan Peele says that obviously is not explained. But when Addie and Red meet, that causes, because they have a connection, right? Like, that's what brings them together. That's why she feels compelled to go to that fun house, right? Mm-hmm. And that's a cool little bit there because it's this like Native American, like find your spirit animal and all that kind of stuff. And now that that's not cool, right? It's kind of showing something like as we progress, we think we're progressing, but all we've done is just put a new fresh coat of paint over the same shit, the same bullshit. It's just new coat of paint, right? It's like the shitty hotel room that we're in right now. This is literally like so bad. This mirror right here is not even hung up on the fucking wall. They got like a bag over the fucking fire alarm. Anyway, but he said that when they met, it starts like some kind of rift in reality that starts amping up consequence. Okay. Right? Like coincidence starts like happening because there is a rift happening because of the connection of these two beings or something like that. But yeah, they were cloned. It was like an experiment that they were trying to do to exert control over those of us above.
Right.
The Matrix.
I wonder if maybe I would have enjoyed it better. Like while she's explaining the story, we're getting a visual that's showing like how the tether works or whatever. I totally get, and I've always had problems with that aspect of it. And then we're definitely probably gonna spend some time on themes. There's stuff with the themes that can be misunderstood easily. Like if you're looking at this more about race than class, that's probably the wrong way to be looking at it. It's about class differences rather than racial differences. So I can see a lot of people being like, fuck this, like I've struggled and I'm white and life's hard for me. It's like, that's not what he's really talking about when it comes to that. But as far as like the dad, like this is like the Marvel movie of horror films, where there's a joke every 5 minutes, and I fucking love it. And then I love Marvel movies. That's like, I enjoy that. Like, who doesn't like a good laugh? So I think he blends those things together nicely. Robbie, you mentioned the actors playing the two different roles, phenomenal. The chick from, what's her name? Dylan, you mentioned her. Elizabeth Moss.
Handmaid's Tale.
She's one of the best actresses out there, and this is like such a different role for her. And she kills it. And I actually enjoy I always think of it as like Michael Jackson. If you look at Michael Jackson, he had 100,000 little gimmicks. He's got the glove. He's got the he's shimoning. He's grabbing his crotch. He's got a million different things that you like immediately like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. And like, there's gimmicky things in here that I think Jordan Peele does that are cool. Like the scissors, like the glove and the outfit. And that's across all of his movies. I think he uses that stuff well. He leans too heavily on I think this was maybe a little overly ambitious, or maybe ambitious enough, but it's definitely fucking confusing, and it's a lot to think about. But it's kind of a good thing. Like you search the internet, and there's a million videos, like all the same people that break down the Marvel movies and pick out all the Easter eggs. All those people, they're not going to make a video on Halloween Ends, but they can make them on Jordan Peele's movies because they're so meticulously crafted. Thank you for that word, Robbie. That's a Robbie word right there. But they're so meticulously crafted that he's pays so much attention to detail that you can spend the time to go through the movies like that. So I enjoyed it more this time than I've ever have before, but I see all the problems with it, but not to the degree that some people on the panel seem to have issue with.
Who cleans all the rabbit shit in the tunnels? Yeah.
right.
Who cleans all the human shit?
One thing about you mentioned Elizabeth Moss, right? You ever notice, it took me a while to realize this, but when she's like, I'm like, why is she trying to stab herself, right? She's giving herself plastic surgery. Because she's the inverted version of herself, right? So that's her version of it. Like, I just love, there's so many little things that I just love because they reward reviews, right? Like watching again. And I just love shit like that. And to me, this has so much packed in. And so does Get Out. And I cannot wait to talk about that one too. And that's why I can't wait to see Nope again. Because I was a little underwhelmed at first, but I had really high expectations, and I know that when I watch it again, I'm probably going to start picking up on some of the themes.
I keep trying to watch it, but that Plex that Scarp has is so nice to share with us. I can't get it to work half the time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dying to watch it again.
Sometimes, what are you trying to watch it on?
I watch it on Samsung. I remember being like, damn, this won't work. And then I said something to you, Scarp, and you're like, I don't know. And then I tried it again, and it worked great. And then I haven't got it to work since.
I could see I could see big influence, like you said, Carpenter, but I see in this, and it's my first movie, so don't get it wrong, but I see George Romero. I feel like he's a fan of George Romero.
100%. He cites Night of the Living Dead as one of his favorite movies because of the way it handles its subtextual stuff. So.
Right.
Steph, my brother.
All right, just making sure no one else said anything.
Bro, what are you drinking, man? Sorry to make you last.
Hey, that's the roll of the dice. But this was the only Jordan Peele movie I've seen in theaters, actually. And I have to go back and do some rewatching, but at the time, I was like, this is my least favorite, but because it's the ending for me. I'm a big believer that an ending can save like a mediocre series up until that point, or it can tarnish a great story. You know, the ending is very powerful and the overall effect of things. And the ending was the big deal for me. Like, you know, I griped on that for a long time, but upon rewatching this, I actually had way more fun. Like I actually noticed the craft and just like the setting, the vibe, the editing of the film. And I actually like this film. I didn't like it before. Now I like it. So I had a good time. I didn't really notice the themes and stuff the first time because I was like the ending. I was like, what the shit? Like, because you can really pick it apart because but I don't. I just kind of had a good time enjoying it, and the themes were cool. It's like Verna was saying, it's about class and how the rich. It's all about perspective. Everyone always wants more. Even when you have it, you don't think you have enough, and so you're always trying to take. And like with like Adeline, she was like willing, even though she had everything, she was willing to fight to keep it the same. When it like Red was trying to show that the clones could learn if given a chance. If they had the same opportunities, all that shit, they could become a normal person. But people are, classism is selfish thing. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But I had a good time watching it this time.
Nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad, man.
I just wanted to point this out. So because I didn't realize this for until like this time, because I was watching some like Jordan Peele like talk about it. So the whole bit where they show that Red is dancing while Addie is dancing and they're both dancing, that's like apparently a famous duet. So that's a dance that's meant to be done by two people, but she chooses on the surface to do just the one part. And so that's what causes Red underneath to start dancing, which makes them all like crazy because she is different than them because she's from above, right? So you get this flip, right? And I thought that was so freaking crazy cool. Like, obviously nobody's going to know that, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they're dancing this duet, because all through these other viewings, I didn't quite understand like the dance thing, but that's what they're doing. And I don't know. I think that's like brilliant. Like there's so many sets of pairs in this movie. 11-11, on the clock. Jeremiah 11-11 being referenced, right? The scissors, they're two halves, right? That's the point of it. And cutting the tether. So I think it's filled with so much symbolism that's just so fun to like pick out when you're rewatching it, because other movies, they don't have this much rewatchability for me. But I don't know. I just thought that was cool, that whole duet dance thing.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, bro. You guys want to jump into the music? Fable, you want to start us off, my brother?
Yeah, I thought it was great. All the scary, like score music was awesome. The picks for the hip hop tracks that they picked in the movie were
Fuck
great.
the police.
Yeah, that part was crazy when it's cursing like crazy. It's like motherfucker.
I feel you.
Fuck.
Call the police. I love
And
it.
the kids are listening to this shit, but they, you know what I mean? They can't. They're probably not paying attention to it because they're scared to death. But yeah, I thought the music choices were great, and I love that remix of 5 on it.
The orchestra version,
Yeah,
that was
That's
fire.
shit.
Yeah,
I like the main theme, that
the choir
kind of thing. Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, music was great, and it was well timed and inserted in the right places. So whoever's responsible
Absolutely.
for that, they did a great job on that. That was Peel or whoever, awesome job on that. So yeah, love the music, man. No complaints. Stood out.
I wish they would have used that what is it, that like creepy, like I'm trying to think, the like main version, like score version though, that they had. You guys know what I'm talking about? Robbie
Yeah.
could probably, like mimic
At
it.
the
talking
end,
about
you're
the main
talking about I
title?
Got 5?
No. It's like
Talking about the main title?
Yeah.
Ha ha
Yeah.
ha
Oh, yeah.
ha ha ha.
I wish they used that a little bit more. They really only use it in the beginning, I feel like.
Yeah.
They use it a few other times throughout,
They use it at the end.
and then they got that boom, doom, wah, 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 like that weird like bow sound or whatever.
Steph, my brother, what did you think about it?
I second what Fable was saying. That just great picks between the popular songs and the way it's I like the strings, the violin usage in this movie. That stood out to me. it definitely amplified the eeriness or the mysteriousness of what was going on throughout the movie. Yeah, I thought it was very enjoyable. One of the better scores I've heard or paid attention to in a while.
Yeah.
I cannot deny the score.
For sure. I'm right with them. I'll just say, like, I love the contrast that they do, and they do it so purposely and so comedically between the Beach Boys and Fuck the Police. Like, there's never been two more different songs put together, and how funny that is. But dude, just like how big I Got Five. I was working at the club at this time, like when this movie hit and it was big, and I'd play I Got Five on it, and people fucking lose their shit. And just
that's a classic.
Like, I love how like our youths are now becoming like what we get as adults in like mainstream stuff. Like, I used to always like be fucking blown away that there was an X-Men movie back in 2000. Like, holy shit, they're making stuff for us now. And just that I Got Five on it is like, it could be played on the classic rock station almost.
That bit was great. That bit was great too
song.
With the kid. Like, she was like, what is it? What does five on it mean?
Right.
About drugs.
It's not about drugs. It's a
not about drugs. It's a dope song.
And that scene that you're talking about, that's really good use of music where they're showing, because I think like the two difference between like the two versions of the family is the whatever you call them, the real family, the real world family,
and the shadow family.
Yeah, the shadow family. They are like in sync in a way that's almost like old school, like hunter gatherer type shit, clicks and clacks, and they all move. They're all in sync that way. But what connects and why the real family survives probably is because theirs is around actual love. And the way that they use that I Got Five on it scene as like showing like this family unity was great. Like, that's the way you use a soundtrack and music in it. So yeah, it's as good as it gets with the soundtrack. And Itsy Bitsy Spider. Let's not forget the significance of that. It's good shit.
Dude, when she's trying to whistle it, when she's like gurgling up blood at the end, that's so fucking fucked up, man. Like,
it was symbolic. She finished the job that she started when she was younger. Choked her out, and this time she didn't wake up.
And you notice, like, when she kills one of the twins, right? Because they come back to life. She kills them, and her son walks in and like notices something's off because she's making them tethered sounds when she does
the
that.
clicks and shit. Just subtly,
like, and then she does that at the end when she like fucking chokes her out, bro. Dude.
Yeah, that was a creepy scene.
Yeah.
And she starts laughing, and he's just hiding in the closet, traumatized.
Well, then all of them are besides the husband, all of them are tethered.
They're like Gohan and shit like that.
At least.
And that song at the end, dude.
The son basically kind of knows it. They do that, like they have that little look at the end.
That confused me about the son. It made me quit. I'm leaning more towards he was half clone. No, that was Adeline's clone. Yeah, but so were they, because since the red was actually the real Adeline. But remember, he said like she couldn't remember going to the stairs because she didn't go to the stairs. That's why she couldn't remember it. But the boy he couldn't remember why the fire trick didn't work. And then the tethered version of him had the scar on his face.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of confused me.
Oh, see, I didn't even put that together.
And at the end, he's scared of her because every time he feels fear and anxiety,
puts the mask on.
He puts the mask on, and that's what he does at the end.
Yeah, Peele says that he's not, like, he kind of confirmed that the kid isn't a doppelganger, but he's more of like, he sees through the bullshit more than everyone else. He's just someone that kind of can see that. You know,
he can see through the veil because he's the magician of the group, right? So you got Addie, who's the king, the ruler, right? The lover, who is the husband, and then the warrior, who's the daughter. And then the magician, which is the son.
Or the dad could be the fool.
Damn.
Yeah, it's the fool, but that also works.
You're making my score go up a little bit here.
Yeah, right.
Keep talking.
All right, I'm feeling better now.
What did you think of the score?
Yeah, like everybody said, the music in this movie is really good. Great mix of soundtrack, the chorus stuff, and then all the popular music I thought was great. Yeah, I probably wouldn't watch this movie again, but I would listen to the score quite a bit. It's good.
Yeah, I love the music in this movie. It's so Michael Abels is the composer. His first movie he ever composed was Get Out. And the music in Get Out is phenomenal, right? And we'll talk about that on Monday. But this being his second film, I think he levels it up. He gives us a distinctive theme that is instantaneously recognizable. As soon as that ha, 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 as soon as that starts, right? And then it has these amazing harmonies and even disharmonies where it's like, oh, oh, and the strings are amazing. And Get Out, there's some really great stuff that's done there, but a lot of it also just kind of sounds like typical. This one starts doing less typical stuff, being very sparse with those strings too. There are moments where you just hear the bang, dang, dang, dang. And then the I got 5 on it thing at the end where you get
and they use conga drums. Like
there's a lot of that, right?
And I love that. That's so, like you said, not
it was
hip-hop.
subtly used.
And again, it might be a little bit of commentary of him saying like we could use, African sort of drums and music to be scary too. You know what I mean? And do it in a certain way. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the music. I think it's one of the greatest horror scores of this modern age. I think it's absolutely amazing. And it's actually probably what made me so intrigued by this film to want to keep diving back into it. Because I was like, they don't make horror movies with music like this anymore. This felt like so intentional, and I just love it. And as was alluded to earlier, and there's a lot of comedy in the movie because Jordan Peele has a background in comedy, and you need that relief of tension for some of these things to work. Yeah. But one of my crack ass funniest moment is when it's like playing "Fuck the Police" by NWA.
So good.
And she just kind of looks down.
And then they're like going up the stairs, like, and they spend so much time on them like walking up, like being like getting ready, and that song just playing. Like, there's something so awesome about that scene. I just but I'm busy. I just want to stay here in my comfy spot.
I'll just add in that scene with Kate or whatever the fuck her name is. I keep forgetting her name. Elizabeth Moss. When she goes from crying to laughing, that's one of like the moments
without making any sound, right?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
so
god.
Good. You can just picture her practicing that in a mirror.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's amazing.
She's excellent.
Well, hey, if you like her, Vern,
Handmaid's Tale.
What should he watch? Or Robbie, tell you know what he should watch. Stuck.
What?
She's in Stuck.
Oh no, she's not.
Yes, she is. She has braids.
You're thinking of Mina Savari, bro. That's a completely different white girl. I promise you. That's Mina Savari.
She was in the Chagan.
She's in this now. Elizabeth Moss is in Handmaid's Tale and in the Invisible Man remake or whatever.
Which I love, that Invisible Man remake.
Isn't Mina Savari the girl from Clerks that got it in the bathroom stall?
I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that, man.
Yeah, Mina Savari is not.
Why don't you Google it then, brother? Because Mina Savari is in Stuck.
I'm not seeing Stuck on her movies list here, homeboy.
For who?
Yeah.
For Elizabeth Moss.
I know, because it's Mina Savari. That's what I'm saying.
I believe you. I'm looking it
but
up.
Could it be
Trust me,
Elizabeth Moss's doppelganger?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mina Savari is the chick from American Beauty, American Pie. So.
Yep.
Okay.
You all right, my friend?
Thank you.
Well, who's the girl that got up in the old guy in Clerks then in the bathroom?
Right, somebody that Kevin Smith went to high school with? There ain't no real people in that movie.
Right.
Oh, quick question, guys. Quick question. Something that got me stuck in the movie. Who kicked the little vehicle out of the door? Somebody wearing Uggs did that. Who did that?
Oh, yeah, in the closet you're talking about?
Yeah, because it wasn't the daughter. They made you think that maybe
I thought it was somebody from inside the closet did it.
No, somebody ran past the closet door and kicked the little toy.
The second time when the two boys were
the first time.
I thought it was the daughter.
Boy got
First
stuck.
time
Yeah, I
the
thought it was
daughter.
the daughter too.
No, it wasn't. She came out the room acting like she didn't know what was going on.
I think she's
because
full of
that's what you
shit.
do when you do something shitty to your
You
brother.
fuck with
and
your
mom.
your siblings, yeah.
You think so?
That-
I don't know.
Because
I'll have to
there
watch
is
it
a
again.
deleted scene in it where she
Yeah.
walks up to his bedroom and he's just like he looks up at her and she goes like this and he like flinches and she goes,
Flinches.
not even near. So she's like picking on him the entire time. I don't know. I think she did it that first time just to set up the bit so that he can do it later.
Right.
Trap Pluto in there.
You're
And I love that moment when Addie like looks at Red when he starts screaming. She's like, "That one's yours." And she's like, "Yep, my boy done got your ass."
I love when
Well, I-
they're
That was a
doing
good
the
scene.
family body count. Look, I killed 2. Well, hold on now. I killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
They're
funny.
like arguing over it.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I definitely would say the score is probably my favorite part about the film, though, without a doubt. Everything you guys said, though, it's the nail right on the head. I love the I Got 5 on it. I love the orchestra version of it. I love that main intro score to it. And then, like the Fuck the Police part. It's just got a great, score and soundtrack, and that's rare, let alone to get one, but both. So definitely.
And he knows, Jordan Peele knows where to put those songs, and they're not just
it's
putting
very
them in
meticulous, as stated
he
earlier.
has the exact place he needs every one of those to be. And it's obvious that all those hits nailed every scene they were in. So he knew exactly what he was doing there.
Yeah.
I guess we could do a favorite character and then the theme of the movie all in one, probably since there's so many of us. You want to kick us off, Fable? And it could be one of the evil one, or I don't know. Should we do one regular and one evil, or just do one?
We could just do one. We could just do one probably.
There's enough.
Yeah,
There's a
probably
lot
would.
of good characters.
There definitely is.
Oh, it's a good question. You know what? I'm gonna say the daughter. I like
Good
the
choice.
daughter. And I liked
Great.
her doppelganger version too.
Yeah.
Her doppelganger version. That little girl's a great
Creepies.
actress.
Yes.
First of all,
Yes.
get that out. Let's get the kids out the way. Period. All the
They're
kids.
both good.
Phenomenal.
Right.
But the little
off
girl
the
in
car.
particular. Yeah. Even Lupita Nyong'o's younger version is a good
Mhm.
actress, but the daughter in particular, she was great as the daughter, and going through the harrowing situation that she's going through with the doppelgangers chasing her.
Hyperventilating, like she's really scared and shit. Yeah.
And then the evil version of her when she was jumping on the car and stabbing the window, she was
Never broke the
literally-
smile.
Never broke a smile. It had this creepy turn to her head the whole time. And when she died, that was also a great acting scene because she was laughing and trying to grab at the mom and laughing and dying at the same time. I mean, there's grown people that can't pull that off. I'll tell you that right now. So I said the daughter.
Great choice.
And the
She's
theme-
Great
phenomenal.
choice. Yeah.
The theme, I don't know really too much about what I would think about the theme. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of little sub themes going on. And Steph actually, when he said about the classism, I know Vernal said that, but when Steph said that, if given a chance, they would be able to do things. You know what I mean? It's like the forgotten kind of the forgotten. So I know there's something there with that. And I'm gonna just say that with the themes, I can't articulate very well because I'm just kind of on the spot. But I think, as I heard Steph say that it opened that thought in my mind, these are the forgotten people, and I know he's trying to say something with that. So I'll say that.
But just because they're born on top doesn't mean they're better. Give them a chance. Everyone could aspire to something with the same resources.
Absolutely.
Right.
On that note, my favorite character, I am gonna go with the dad. I think he brought a lot of levity to the movie. He was funny the entire time, and he wasn't, he wasn't like the tough guy, but he tried to play the tough guy, and he kept that bit going throughout the entire movie. But he still pulled shit off, So I thought he was a lot of fun.
I done told y'all to get off my property.
Love that.
Now you want to get crazy?
We could get crazy.
I felt like he had the least personality as a shadow compared to the rest of the family, as Abraham. But I did like the one particular scene where he like had taken his glasses and he put them on for the first time. He was like, he's been seeing blurry his whole life, and he was just like so subtly shocked. I thought that was super dope.
Yeah, because as soon as you
And
notice him, he's
themes,
doing that. He's like straining to see.
yeah. Little stuff like that goes a long way that I didn't notice upon my first watch. And themes, like stated earlier, is definitely the classism stuff. I thought that was if the ending would have been a little bit better, I think that would have just tied it up very nicely. But I enjoyed that aspect of it.
Hell yeah, he was great. That's probably who I would have went with. Especially like I don't know if you guys ever seen an interview with Winston Duke, but he's a gay man that is not. He's nothing like any of the characters that you've ever seen him play. You would be blown the fuck away. He's the opposite of M'Baku.
I saw one interview with him.
Has anyone ever seen Snowfall?
Gay.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's pretty gay. And yeah, it's impressive.
Flamboyant.
Peel says that he based the character on Winston Duke. Like he just wrote the way Winston Duke would like say stupid lame jokes and shit like that.
That's funny. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope I'm not outing him and he doesn't know people know. But anyway, he was great. He is my favorite. But if I got to pick another one, I already mentioned her, so I'll just go with Dahlia Elizabeth Moss, and mainly because her doppelganger is super fucking creepy. Just like the creepy look she has on her face without speaking. Like she just looks insane, and I love the way she just like a subtle. We're not subtle. There's a silly line when she's asking the kids to go back into your room and go back to bed. I'm like, just because we're in a room doesn't mean we're sleeping. And the way she's like, okay, then go back in your room. Like she's just she's subtle and she's great. She's not overly attractive, but she's beautiful in a way. And I don't know. I love her. She's one of my favorite actresses out there for sure.
She's funny as hell, man. Especially in that bit where he's like, you sure you want this drink? And she's like, how about fuck you? How about that? Is that cool? Like the way that she's like, you tell she does not like her husband, like at all, right? They're not happy.
she's like kind of a bitch, and you could almost not like her. She's almost unlikable, but you do like her, that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should go. It's 1 o'clock, right? I think we it's about 1 o'clock. That's what she says, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to say probably Adelaide Red, just because she's the center of the movie, and you really buy that she's playing the little girl from the past that went through all this trauma, and then it flips itself on its head at the end of the movie when you see it's reversed. But she plays both sides. It's tough to play two characters, and I think she did that really well. So I bought her character, and I thought that was probably, and the daughter would be my second favorite. She did things very well too. I enjoyed that character. Themes, as I said, I think it's duality mainly. I think it's that everybody has a good side and a bad side, and those two things are tethered to each other. And when you break the tether, you get bad results. So you need both. You need a good side. Kirk said it best. Really, is I need my bad side. But no, I think that's a duality mainly, and that part of the movie I really enjoyed.
All right, because I forgot to do the theme, so let me toss this in before Robbie crushes it. Just like the one thing I'll add to the theme, because a lot of it is like kind of we've talked about it in class and all that stuff, but as far as the Hands Across America bit goes, and this is just something I heard Jordan Peele say, so I thought it was worth bringing up on the show, is he was looking at that as kind of like it's like a fake ass charity. It's not really going to do anything. It's like putting a Band-Aid on. I think Fable, you alluded to that earlier. It's the same thing with the amusement park, how they changed it from the kind of problematic theme to a less problematic theme, but it's still the same thing. It's like, I guess, and I don't know if you should be, from what I heard, the Hands Across America, it raised $60 million and $30 million of it went to actually like the advertisement and the setting the whole thing.
So very little actually went to helping people out.
I was alive back then. I remember that. It was a serious campaign, but it just was a Band-Aid.
Right.
and didn't really, as you said, didn't really do anything, and they made a big deal about it. So I can understand why he used that. It made a lot of sense that real thing became kind of a theme in the movie.
Right. But I do got to say, like, I would have never understood what that meant without hearing him say it. So that's not necessarily the greatest use of symbolism. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you got to be like a fucking super genius to
Right.
figure it out. But still, now that I do know what it is, it's cool. So that's what I got.
Well, I appreciate that insight, Vern.
You betcha, homie.
Robbie, my brother.
Yes.
What did you think of the theme and your favorite character, my man?
Well, now my favorite character will be Red. Like,
Red.
absolutely. Like, Addie's great. Adelaide's great. That's a cool, but Lupita's doing a phenomenal job in this. And Red particular, she would get in character. She wouldn't leave character when she was on set. Like, in between takes, she stayed in that character. She kept using that voice, which was very rough for her to do that.
She have to get surgery?
But I love it. What?
She have to get surgery after that? After shooting that shit?
But that's great. And when she was playing as Addie, I almost said Keanu. Jordan Peele, since he's from sketch comedy, was able to do the voice. So he's the one doing the voice when she's responding, like acting towards it, right? And seeing some of the behind the scenes footage of him doing the voice, like, it's so cool. And it's obviously tied into the throat thing. And that's something that, it ties into the reveal. I think she just does a phenomenal job. Winston Duke cracks me the fuck up in this entire movie. Like, he's so fucking funny. And it's just so lame. The cheesy dad, he gets his boat. Yeah, right. He's trying so hard to keep up with this fucking dude. He gets his boat, and all that stuff. He's like, and that guy's
Did you get the flare gun?
I knew you were going to forget the fucking flare gun. Fuck that guy. You don't want to keep up with that guy. Fuck him. So I loved him. And since nobody mentioned the kid yet, I think the kid, the youngest one, fantastic, because he's a really young kid, and he nailed it. He nailed it. And the layers. Exactly. And the other thing about all of them, in particular Red, the way she fucking moves. So purposeful. Like, nothing is like, it's almost like they filmed
like a ballet.
Like she's backwards. Yeah, it's because she's replicating the dance. And that's what she's doing at the end when she's like doing all that stuff around the desk and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I fucking love it. I love it. All right. So the theme, a couple more things I want to touch on here is the suits, the costumes, they're also designed to make them look like prisoners and cult members. So that's intentionally put there, right? They picked Santa Cruz very particularly because Jordan Peele's a huge Lost Boys fan. And Santa Carla was Santa Cruz. Right. So like he loved that. He's like, Lost Boys inverted the image of Santa Cruz, and I wanted to kind of do the same thing, right? All right, themes, very easy. Duality, like Scarpat said. That's right there. There is the legend of the doppelganger. And I know what you were saying, Dylan, because Jordan Peele says one of the scariest things to him would be seeing himself in person. We all kind of have this fear of seeing ourselves from outside. Right? That's why people don't like seeing themselves on camera. People don't like hearing themselves on recordings and shit like that. There is something unnatural about observing yourself from the outside. Now, the doppelganger myths, they go back hundreds and hundreds of years. Like, those are real serious myths that were baked in where people really believe that shit. We were talking about that when we were talking about the changeling, right? Like the mythology of the changeling was a very real thing back in the past. So there's that. Straight from Jordan Peele's mouth, this is about ignoring the luxury of privilege, right? He mentions so many times in this movie, characters act like they are entitled to something just because of where they were born or how they were brought up. It ties into Winston Duke's character with wanting the boat. He's always got to outdo me. Like this idea of dismissing those that we believe are below us, right? So there's that. So it's also about the shadow. Like the shadow that we all have, right? That we all have a light side and a dark side, if you want to call it that way. It's about the futility of activism. That's the whole Hands Across America thing. It's just something to make us feel good and make us feel like we're fucking doing something. Like, goddamn, as no matter how relevant the cause is, when you see everybody change their profile pictures to just, a black square. Or you see everybody do the rainbow, like all these corporations that do the fucking rainbow, for 1 month, and then they drop that shit immediately. Like, it's so futile. It's meaningless.
Bro.
It's not actually doing anything. Yes, it's just trying to make people feel good. I already talked about the archetypes. I talked about the pas de deux. That's the dance. It's a very famous duet that symbolizes the above, as above, so below. That connects to your shadow. As your higher consciousness, so is in your subconsciousness, and vice versa. It works both ways. If you're dirty on the inside, you're going to be dirty on the outside, and vice versa, right? You get what I'm saying there? I want to talk about some of the symbolism. The rabbits. Why rabbits? Okay. Well, rabbits, first of all, because they produce like fucking crazy. Now, you cannot survive just eating rabbit because you would get a protein deficiency, right? Take all that away, though. The rabbits are there because Alice in Wonderland is a thing. When she opens that door at the end, what comes out? The white rabbit, right? So the white rabbit's there to have that connection to Alice in Wonderland, as well as the fact that rabbit has bunny ears, like scissors, right? Okay. And the scissors are two halves that together can cut, right? But the rabbits also represent an inverted Easter, a dark Easter, a dark resurrection. This is red emerging from the tomb on Easter. That's why the rabbits are there, right? So there's that. Whenever there's an us, the implication is that there's a them. So it's also about tribalism. That's a big part of it. But if I had to basically, ultimately boil it down to one thing, it's about the integration of the shadow and how we don't need to ignore the dark side of ourselves. Freedom can only be truly achieved through combining ourselves, through understanding and integrating our shadow, not denying it. Those who deny like all the vices or all the lustful thoughts or anything inside, those are the ones who go to the extreme when they think no one's watching and wreck their fucking lives. You got to embrace who you are, both sides, right? And if you try to break that connection, because you got to remember your dark side, whatever you want to call it, right? Your shadow and your consciousness, your subconscious, whatever, your id, your ego, like they share the same soul. It is connected. You cannot live life just ignoring that side of you. And so many people do that, and they wind up with really fucking bad wake-up calls. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not something integrated. So that's kind of what it is for me. It's about the classism. It's about the danger of not truly helping the underprivileged and just kind of ignoring them. And that's going to rear its ugly head up and kill your ass. And then I love it. Like, because they're so, one of her last memories is the Hands Across America. Like, that's her goal. The other thing is this that blows my fucking mind is Hands Across America. The image, right, is the hands, like, right? We all made those when we were kids with what? Scissors and paper, scissors. And the scissors are two halves. Like, these scissors in particular, the handles look like two heads back to back. Like, that's intentional. I fucking love it. I think it's great. That's what it is, man.
You said
the sequel should.
Alice. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a little bit. I was gonna say if they ever come out with a sequel, it should be called Them.
Right?
Yeah. And the
They've
whole,
done that movie.
the whole Alice in Wonderland thing that you said makes sense too, because through the looking glass, right?
Yep.
That's the Alice in Wonderland. So
there's a lot of mirror motifs in here too, especially when she's dancing. And that there's also a mirror motif in Get Out. So it's important because Jordan Peele is saying, look at yourself. Don't point fingers over here. Point the finger at the mirror.
What the kids say? There's three fingers pointing back at every time you point at someone. There's three fingers pointing back at you.
And the wise magician is the one telling us that. He was like, first of all, how are you pointing? Like,
I was gonna say he was like a gun. Like
he's got double jointed thumb is what he's got.
Good stuff.
So tell us what you loved about the film, Dylan.
I'd say my favorite character would be Elizabeth Moss. She's absolutely fantastic, as we said. I think one of the themes of the movie is definitely, that inner self that everybody kind of keeps to themselves. That maybe that like that darker side, that maybe everyone don't see at times, but everyone's got it, like I have to go down this little freaking look-alike myth path that or the doppelganger myth. I didn't know there's like a whole mythology for it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to like I think Germanic folklore. That's where the term comes from. Doppelganger, I think, is a German like term, I believe.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of like I don't know. It's like the idea that somebody could come and like do acts in your name, and it almost is kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. That's a doppelganger story in a way, right? Like more internalized. But yeah, this is folklore. It's in there, man. And this is something that we kind of get away from now because we're so used to seeing ourselves on screens and shit like that. So it's interesting that he still has that kind of fear. So, but it's deeply rooted in us.
So when that girl killed that guy for standing on her car, I was like, damn, if she makes it out, if they all make it out of this, she might go down for murder. But yeah, man. I mean, I know you guys think I like hate it, but I see why you guys would enjoy it, man. It's just something that I'm just not that crazy about, and then I don't really hate it or anything. It's just not my thing. I just don't understand why people just love it as much. But after everything y'all said, I'll definitely still give it another shot. Because I still do like I am, man. I still always try and give like these guys a shot, especially if they're because I know deep down Jordan Peele is a huge horror guy. It's not like he's just trying to fake it, like he actually has a passion for it. So I'm always gonna be there day one on all his premieres. I do always try and check everything he does, but this one I just wasn't feeling as much, man.
That's fair, bro.
That's fine, man.
But if there's anything else anyone wants, is there anything we were missing, or you guys think it's time to get into the rating?
One more thing I just wanted to say is Finger Drawing's got a great point right there, but and that is 100% there, and that's why Hands Across America is so important because that was a thing like solely American, right? And what does Red say when they go, "Who are you people?" We're Americans.
Right, and the title, Us, U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think that's kind of part. Like I feel like Jordan Peele is part of the segment of the country that doesn't like America, and that's kind of the other thing that like doesn't jive with everyone. Doesn't jive with me all the time. Like you can tell, like he feels, and he's had a different fucking life experience with me. It's turned out pretty well for him. So I don't know what he's bitching about, but
I don't know
you know what I mean. Like
I don't know if it's that he doesn't like America, or
I
if it's
feel
that,
like it is that.
I don't think
or
so.
Or maybe this movie was speaking for the underprivileged, like the theme.
Yeah, I think he thinks that he's critical. Right? Because we do tend to be like, well, we worked hard to get to where we are, so we don't need to care about this. Yeah, we deserve this. It's the whole like I don't give any bullshit about anybody's political views or whatever, but like when the student loan forgiveness thing came and there were people that were like, well, I had to pay all my student loans. Right. Why should they get it? That kind of idea. Right. Yeah. We got to take care of each other, including the downtrodden. That's the thing. I think I get the sense that he does like America, but we still got a ways to go. The American Revolution never ended, my friend.
He likes America. He doesn't like the American government. That's two different things.
Right.
Well, who likes the fucking government?
No, Shills. American people are amazing. We're amazing.
Right.
We're for sure. People. But I think he's just aiming at the government because it's institutions, right? Hands Across America is another institution. The institution of America, right? Because America as a business is another aspect of our country, but our people are great. Like, let's not get it twisted. I know he loves.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is people take the fact that just because you're critical of something or you point out history that you hate something. You don't hate something if you're critical of it. You love something if you're critical of it.
There are a lot of people that are, and they're outspoken about it. Like, you know what I mean? There's a shitload of that out there. I mean, maybe he doesn't fall in line with that, but I do get some of those vibes when I listen to his interviews sometimes. Like,
do you know who else was highly critical of the U.S., especially certain policies involving law enforcement and the lower classes? John Carpenter. They Live is all about that. Escape from New York is all about that. Like
Yeah.
this is I think it's a valid criticism. Whether or not he likes it
Oh, is
here
he
or
doing
not,
it
we'll
big?
see. Maybe he'll be like Johnny Depp and move to France. I don't fucking know.
Right, and I don't know. I might be talking out of my ass. Those are just the vibes I've picked.
No, man. No, definitely. Oh yeah.
Regardless of what we feel about this country, it's still us.
That was beautiful.
If we could only hold our hands across the fucking country, we could solve everything.
I was going to say, dude,
We can do it now, guys.
We should try that again.
Yeah.
With the internet, we
There
wouldn't
we
even
go.
need to raise money. We could just do it for free. Yeah, like we could set up a Hands Across America. That'd be a ball.
People
I'd
be
rather-
setting up their devices
I'd
across. Like, that's
rather,
what.
I'd rather jump out of a sewer and go all mad like a doppelganger.
It would be impossible to get that many Americans to not check their phone for 15 minutes. They'd fuck it up. We'd have
Hey, this is taking
so
too
many
long,
of the-
man.
Yeah, sipping on their pumpkin spice latte. Break the
Your
chain.
attention spans are gone.
Well, and us, those red people who are living in the bunkers and the stairwells, they're doing good. It's the poor suckers that are coming up through the fucking sewers, man. They got a right to fucking get some, payback for that shit. Having to live in a sewer, that's
Shit,
terrible.
they've been eating raw rabbit their whole life.
That's right.
That's all
On
right.
the rabbit hole, like Joram says, right? There you go.
So Robbie, you want to kick off the rating, my brother?
Oh yes, easy. I got 5
That's
on it. 5, perfect score. 5.
Nice.
I love this fucking movie. I don't think it's as good as Get Out. I do think Get Out's a better movie now, but there's so much more for me to like unpack. I think this is a more universal theme, but Get Out does a great job of taking a particular theme and placing you in there. Us is a little bit more widespread with its theme.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, ambiguous,
Right.
but still like on it. And the music's, oh my God, I love 5. I got 5 on it.
Perfect.
Okay. What are you gonna give it, my brother? Scarpad.
Doing the bit.
I thought he was
Well,
doing the bit.
No, I think
He was-
Robbie mesmerized me with his singing. And
Singing.
Yeah, you know it, brother.
I was mesmerized. As much as I hate to, because man, I tell you that once again, like, nope, not none, but nope. The music, the performances, the cinematography, the I said the performances, the
editing.
acting, the editing, everything is fucking. It's so much four stars, as Robbie said, 5. But I gotta back down because man, he falls down so far in every movie for me as a writer, because while he has great themes and he has great storylines, it's the world building that I fall down in this movie. I don't buy or believe its world building, its initial premise for being. And if I don't buy that, no matter how good the rest of it is, it just falls down. As I think it was Fable said it. If he had made one change or had somebody say to him, make this change, we recommend it, or just, it's make it a supernatural film, like you said. Make that a portal into another dimension. Everything I just bitched about is gone. Because while it's fantasy and it's horror,
Fantastical.
fantastical, where something's not real, I'll buy it in this world as the premise. Whereas when they try to make a premise that, gee, you scratch your head, that could almost happen, but it's really dumb. And the rest of the movie falls down, it just kills it for me. So as much as I'd like to give it a 4, sorry, Jordan, just from that you get a 2.
Ooh.
Listen,
Hey,
fucking
man.
I thought he was gonna give it a 4.
Me too. I thought, yo,
That second step's a doozy.
Wow. Hey.
there's a twist.
That's a twist.
That's an M. Night Shyamalan for you.
What's crazy is that Scarpad's doppelganger, like his real doppelganger, probably loves this fucking
Love
Oh, yeah.
the movie.
5 all day. He agrees with Robbie. He gives his best, but he's probably in the bathroom bleeding out. Vern, what are you gonna rate this one, man?
First of all, I did want to mention something, just like the pacing of the movie. I didn't really mention that. That's one of the best parts about the movie. It fucking flies by
for almost 2 hours, bro.
It's 35 minutes, but it's like there's a family in the driveway. Up till that point, like they did so much. There was some freaky deaky shit. They set up the mystery with the girl going to the fun house, the mirror house, and you know this family, both families, pretty goddamn well by then. And then at an hour later, at an hour of the film, they're escaping on the boat, and it's just like that's one of the best parts. That and the editing, the way that they keep weaving in Red's origin, basically her going to the fun house, and the way that they reveal that is brilliant. But I'm gonna ding it because of everything that Scarpad said, but not nearly as much as Scarpad. I'll go a 4.25, a hard 4, maybe a 4.33. But
that's not much of a ding.
No, it's not. I mean, because everything else is so fucking good. Everything else is so great about it. Like I'm more entertained by this movie than 95% of the horror movies that I've watched in the past year. The ending, I'm always like, and like I said, normally when I've finished this movie before, I'll be like, damn, I don't really like this one that much. And that's just because the ending bums me out that I didn't, and part of it is probably me. Like I didn't really get it fully. I don't fucking fully get it, and I still don't fully get it. And I've watched a bunch of movies that explain it, and there's certain things that are just left unexplainable, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But for me, in this particular instance, it's bad enough that I dock it 0.75. So 4.25.
Right. I dig it. Also, I don't know if we mentioned this, but that's Black Manta, who's her dad.
The beginning, right.
Abdim. He's the new Candyman.
I should just mention from Googling it, evidently, maybe M'Baku's not gay. So I might have been out of line.
He's just flamboyant. That's why I said flamboyant.
My brother said
he's eccentric.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I might have fucked up.
Nah.
What
are you going to rate him, brother?
When I first saw this, like I said, I'm a big believer in an ending, a good ending. And that was my main gripe, the ending. But upon this rewatch, like I actually enjoyed many more aspects of the film. Like you guys have all said it. Like the only thing, pretty much, I think like the universal consensus is like everything in this movie is A1 except for the ending. And I would have said it was a 3.5 back then, but I'm gonna have to go with a 4, solid 4. Just because the ending, like I said, I'm a big believer in endings, and the ending, if you focus on it, you'll really start to pick it apart. But everything else in the movie is phenomenal. Station to Dylan for that.
Yeah.
But solid 4.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Fable, my man. What are we thinking, man?
Well, I'm with Scarpad. Some of the story elements or the world building, whatever you want to call it, they fall flat for me as well. It does seem like it's just dumb. All right, there's just no other word for it. But and we talked about the themes and stuff. Like there's a lot of themes and stuff, and that's cool too. There you get points for that, and especially you guys elevated that for me with all the ways you were explaining stuff. So I elevated it. This thing has a lot more themes to it than I even realized at first. So definitely kudos for that. The filmmaking is great, but at the end of the day, what's the name of the show? Dylan's Horror Show. Is this thing scary? Right? Is this a scary movie? And I'm going to say, hell yeah. This is a great modern horror movie. It has a lot of creepy elements. The home invade, when they show up on the damn front of the house.
The driveway, yeah.
I'm already like, oh shit, this is scary right here. Like, you know what I mean? And then
when they're like the Heideki, they got the Heideki. Right? What kind of white?
That's some white shit, yeah, right?
Yeah. And then they spend the next whatever trying to escape these killers or whatever. These basically doppelganger killers of themselves. And then guess what? They run to their friend's house, and it's not just them that's cloned. It's another doppelganger crazy family. And then that dawns on you like, holy shit, this
dude, let me
crazy.
Take over.
You know what I mean? So on those elements alone, this is a good horror movie. I'm gonna say, I'll take away points like you said. So I'm going like step 4, man. 4 slips.
4.
Great.
Dude, let me just say, because you reminded me, when I went to the theater and saw this movie, there was a moment when the movie got big, when the story got big, and you realized, like, for just like a half a second, and I was probably under the influence of something. For a half a second, I honestly was like, we're okay in here, right? I was seriously concerned for a half a second. I swear to God.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, man. So y'all make good ratings. I'm gonna go. I absolutely love the score. I think there's some good cinematography. The actors are good, but some of them just don't pull it off the way I would want them to, and some of it just falls flat. So it's just too goofy for me. It just don't work. But I could use more gore. That's another thing. It could be elevated a little bit more, man. For all that he's trying to do. I think he just gets lost in that story, man, and that holding hand shit too much. I'm going 2.69. Hey, so what do we got? A 2.69. I got 5 on it. We got a 2. We got a 4.25. We got a 4 from Steph, and we got a 4 from my man Fable. We got a 3.5 from Two Gun as well. And Figure Drawing gives it a 5. So I'd say we got an average score of 4.69.
It might be really skewed high, but I'll accept it.
Yeah.
I would have said
I was
3.69.
thinking 3.69 was probably more like it, but okay.
Last week you were worried about it. I told you don't count your chickens. You might have some people on your side. You definitely made a good
we got a 3 from Bobby. So actually, let's go down 3.69 average score.
Oh, he went it down.
Nice. And fuck the government, man.
Fuck the vote.
So, next week, that concludes the review for Jordan Peele's Us. Next week or Monday, we'll be doing on Pop Culture Philosophers. We'll be doing Jordan Peele's Get Out, his first feature debut film. So that'll be a lot of fun. Definitely will not want to miss that. So, and then next Saturday we will be reviewing Dog Soldiers. Am I right, Robbie? I don't have the list right in front of me.
I think
you're right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
My phone.
I can double check.
Soldiers.
I don't have all my stuff pulled up.
Yeah, I forgot you don't even have all your stuff.
Yes.
Dog
Soldiers next week.
Nice.
So Dog Soldiers is next week.
I've never seen that.
That is gonna. I watched it because I got the freaking
4K movie.
4K.
I saw it when I was like 16.
I'm really looking forward to that, man. You guys know I'm a huge werewolf lover. So, any of you guys got anything for show and tell tonight before we get out of here?
You know it.
Hell yeah!
I gotta go grab it.
I got some.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got some.
Who's ready? Fable?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's see it, my brother.
All right. You guys know I collect the Transformers toys, so I picked up 3 more figures this week.
Shit.
I got me Red Alert.
Nice.
Very, very difficult to find.
Nice.
He was a Walgreens exclusive. Who the hell makes?
Yeah, who goes to Walgreens?
Right?
Who the hell goes to Walgreens for toys?
I go to CVS
I don't know what you
myself.
were thinking, but I had.
They
to,
still do
pick this up.
exclusives for Walgreens?
Yeah, Walgreens.
That's
They
wild.
Yeah, they do.
Bro.
Dude, they would do those like Universal Monster Funkos.
Yep, I used to go there for Funkos all the time.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't know why a pharmacy is a place where you want to do that.
Yeah.
I used to get my Hot Wheels and my opioids there.
two in one shop.
And then I picked up some lady Transformers, which are very rare. There's not too many female figures, but anytime they come out, I try to get them, or at least at this point. So this one is Alita 1.
Ooh.
And she is the girlfriend of Optimus Prime.
No way.
You guys don't know. Yeah, this is Optimus Prime's sweetheart right here.
Nice.
He left
Good
her
choice.
behind when he
And
went to
because
Earth.
she turns into a car, she probably stays home every Saturday night.
And she turns into this cute little like Hello Kitty type of looking vehicle buggy, but she's pretty
Like
cool.
the
You
color
can see,
scheme.
yeah, you can see what Prime sees in her, man. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
I
And then
do.
finally, I got my favorite female Transformer. Everybody knows RC, of course.
There
And
she
this is
goes.
the first ever official Transformer toy of her ever. So it took 35 years
Holy shit.
for them to finally make an official Transformers
Wow.
the movie RC toy. This never came out when the movie came out in '86. And then when they started implementing her into the line in about early 2000s, it would never look like how she looked in the movie. So this is the first time.
How come they always make a strong character pink?
I don't know. There's themes to Transformers, much like Jordan Peele's Nope or None or whatever. Anyway, that's it.
Hell yeah, brother. Good shit.
Who's next, my guys? Oh, my bad.
I'll go, I guess. I got the last part of Wave 15 in this week. The Medusa figure.
Oh, nice.
Nice little robe she's wearing there. So, She got the snake.
Looks like a housewife with rollers in her hair.
Yeah, and there's the back of it.
Shit on her face.
And Mego does pretty nice covers. I like some of the box art from that.
Definitely.
And then I got my, whoa, it's broken now. I got my black Darth Vader.
Don't show Robbie. Don't show Robbie. Robbie will make you feel bad for picking it up.
They retired his voice for this one, so no more James Earl Jones.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
No, I think they're still gonna use him, just the computerized version of his voice.
Yeah, they got the
AI version.
Bane in today. There's Bane.
Oh, that's badass.
That's dope. Oh yeah,
dude.
Todd McFarlane.
Wow.
He's a big Bane.
Damn, man, I like that.
Yeah, that is fresh, bro.
That's from, isn't that? That's
I need that Batman and Robin
from the
vein.
freaking animated series.
Yes, that's from the animated series.
Oh,
and then Robbie was reading this, and I tell you, this took me back to my youth when I was young, 1972, watching, reading some of the very first Fantastic Four. This is a great book.
You son of a bitch.
This hardcover, I tell you, is. It was the first Fantastic Four story to nail how it felt in the Silver Age, and of course, and that's without saying anything about the artwork, which is fantastic. This book is like $24, $20, but man, it's worth every penny. So really,
where'd you still can get it wherever you got it from? Because
yes, you can. You can get it. It's out. And then movies this week. 2 great movies came on 4K. They're Poltergeist and the Lost Boys with the worst
Speak of the devil
fucking jackets artwork you'll ever see on anything.
Yeah, that does look pretty bad.
Why the studios kids just give us the fucking artwork? That's all we want on a steelbook cover, and these are terrible. It looks like he's landing a fucking plane.
I like the Lost Boys one.
The Poltergeist one is the.
That's the better of the two, but I still
better than Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the original poster from
they have a really horrific one coming out for Reservoir Dogs. Wait till you see that one.
That's a steel book, though.
And then I picked up Crawl. Finally got released on 4K. Before this, it was Blu-ray only. Crawl, not a bad movie. I found these at Best Buy. Were having a pretty good sale. I found myself in a Best Buy. Who goes there anymore? I got the steelbook for Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro. I thought,
cool.
This was a really good, interesting cover in a steelbook. Almost a Jethro Tull type thing. And I haven't seen this one in a while, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Found a slip for Psycho Gorman. This was only like $7. It was a pretty interesting movie if no one's seen it. It's on Shudder.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's a great title.
This was on sale this week, and they're coming up for Horror Fest, so I got the 4K on it. No slip, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they didn't have it 2 because I haven't seen it 2.
I don't know if it's Chapter 2 even. Does it Chapter 2 have a 4K?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Chapter 2 yet, so I need to watch it for Horror Fest coming up.
You got to come up with a word for Blu-rays without slips, like. That's the naked version.
Naked.
And then finally, I picked up Terrifier because Dylan said this is a good movie.
Nice. I need to see that too.
And it's getting, I guess it's getting a sequel soon. So
it's coming out in a couple weeks, man. Like a week or 2.
So that's everything for me. Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Brent, did you have anything, brother?
I'll just show you guys one thing that I picked up, and this is part of an advertisement for Dylan's Horror Show.
Nice.
October
That's it.
15th.
I got that too. I got that.
Dude, I'm jealous. I only got the Blu-ray and no slit, and it's naked.
4K,
Watched it
what is
last night. We'll
4K?
just say, really looking forward to talk with you guys about this. And then I did grab this too, so I'll show you that. Ex Machina, no slip,
Nice.
no slip.
Yes.
This is one. I
Alex,
need to watch this
Alex
again.
Garland, baby.
And then also I got 5 on it. No, that's all I got. That's what I got.
Nice.
I did want to pose a question real fucking quick. Is Us, because I was wondering this and I wanted to bring it up earlier, is Us a slasher movie?
Thriller slasher?
Part of it. It's home invasion
Yeah.
slasher
Home
doppelganger.
invasion, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have anything?
We should
Steph?
do like no. I was just saying we should cover some like
I will
one
say
night
that
just
I
cover
didn't-
some Alex Garland movies.
Just real quick on that 4K Poltergeist, that's probably the best I've ever seen the movie look. It looked
Really?
I didn't see the Poltergeist.
because
but
the past versions of that have always been kind of hinky with the way the effects are with the flashing lights and all that, and this one is just phenomenal. It's well worth
the
going.
lot, I didn't.
And I
see
still
the
don't know who
Poltergeist,
fucking
but-
Spielberg blew to get that movie to be a PG because man, that's gorier than most horror movie are these days. So
It's crazy.
Great.
Oh, Joe.
It scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Probably all.
Robbie, my
Horror
brother.
movie, boy.
All right. What?
Oh, I see that shirt. I want that shirt.
Yeah, I got this
Oh,
from
yeah,
Two Gun
that's
Pedro,
badass.
man. That's
Oh,
awesome.
well, that too.
Oh,
but then the
this
you're about
one.
to
Ha
show.
ha. So today I'm at the Memphis Comic Expo, obviously, and ran into our buddy Nick. So he hooked me up with
Nice.
some-
Hell yeah.
I ran into him and his daughter,
that a
and we
crop top?
talked and chatted a little bit this morning, right? And then I never saw him again.
it's a belly shirt.
So I hope he's okay. So
That Nick party's hard. You're probably gonna find him out. You'll find him tonight.
well, I think he's already
Passed out
headed
at a
back.
bar.
So
Wow. Well,
I think he's already
Yeah,
headed
I
back.
spoke
So
to
all
him.
right.
He said he was happy to meet Brian. Spoke to him. earlier.
Yeah, get a
Has
blast.
he never met Brian before?
No.
Okay. So I got this from Kelly Williams today. He's a comic book artist. It's his Monstober 2021 sketchbook. Dude, so this has got some of our favorites. So he did a little remark. You see it right there?
nice.
And like
That's
there's
sick.
Fluffy.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, there's some good ones.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
Audrey too and Man.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
This thing is sick.
That's
That
awesome.
Audrey too is so cool.
Hell yeah.
The
We should do
Ed-
that one day.
Yo,
There's some good ones in here. Oh, there you go, Dylan.
Wow.
Hell
yeah.
yeah, dude.
So he was a super cool dude, and we talked about maybe bringing him onto the show. And
nice.
this whole thing is filled with
Dang,
awesome
yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Sweet.
All right. I got more stuff that I'll show later, but I met Ron Mars, so I got him to sign. There's my Green Lantern
Oh,
50 glow in the dark cover.
badass.
Kevin Nolan, one of my idols. I told him this was one of my
Oh,
favorite
wow.
examples of coloring in a comic book, and he told me that that he actually had to audition for this. But look at those crazy colors in that book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I
meeting
didn't
him
know
was
that
cool.
existed.
Mark Wade. So I got him to
Wow.
sign my
Nice.
foil Fantastic Four
Beautiful.
500.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
This dude was super cool. I chatted with this dude for like 10 minutes about duotone, right? You know how much I love that James O'Barr.
Nice.
Oh my god! I got him to sign all 3 issues, brother. Look at that.
Wow.
Dude,
There you go.
There was
Cool.
nobody
That's
in his line. I cannot believe it.
What?
Was nobody in his
Criminal.
line.
What?
No,
That's crazy.
absolutely crazy. Got to meet Dan Brereington, who does the Nocturnals, which is
Dope.
super cool. So
Hmm.
did that for me right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little,
Nice.
nice little signature.
Nice.
I got this from Eric Canetti. Look how dope this print is.
Yo,
Oh yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. All right, met our friend Leanna again, Liana Kangas. So I picked this up from her booth, the color of always,
That's
and she
nice.
did a really nice remark
Pretty.
for me inside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she went
But I
above
love
and beyond.
Liana is absolutely amazing. She's astonishing. She's a sweetheart. So I met Reverse Amoeba. I don't know if anybody recognizes that
Yeah.
name from the PCP chats. So he showed up and he's like, "I got you something. Look what he got me. Look at this badass Aquaman."
Nice.
He's like,
What?
I
That's
found this.
fucking-
This is the Play Arts Aquaman. He's like, I found this super cheap, and I knew you're the only Aquaman fan I know. So
That's a wild looking figure. Looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen that.
right, my prized possession. I got to meet Dennis Cowan.
Okay.
Got my Question Omnibus,
nice.
Question.
which is beautiful.
What's
Oh,
this?
Wow.
Fuck. That's really cool.
How freaking cool is this?
Oh yeah, dude.
So yeah, it's been a great show. We'll be there tomorrow. If you're at the Memphis Comic Expo and you see me, say what's up. Tomorrow I'll be standing in line to meet Greg Capullo because that's a long fucking line. But anyway, yeah, great show so far, man.
Nice.
We're having fun.
That's dope.
Nice. So
we might need to see that T-shirt first.
Oh yeah, this is actually new. I did pick this up last week.
Look at him. He's just got like a school like photo smile on his face. Not your typical Freddy smile.
It's so funny. Yeah, dude, I really like after I put it on because at first I was like, it's kind of goofy, but it's just a cheap one. But I was
like Freddy on an after-school special, man.
Right.
The more you know, one to grow on.
You can't go wrong with a Freddy shirt. It looks great.
Yeah. And I did get the Lost Boys 4K as well.
Nice.
I gotta get the Poltergeist one because I was debating on that one. I wasn't sure how good it was gonna be, but there was no doubt on getting this and the 4K on this because they've had the same Blu-ray for like 20 years, man. This 4K looks gorgeous, so highly recommend picking that.
I missed it when Scarpad showed it off. Is the inside cover the same?
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
Okay.
I wish it, dude.
It should have just been the
Dude,
artwork.
I want the fucking original red poster, man. I think
red poster.
I might have it, dude. And I honestly might switch it out, dude, just so I can.
That'd be smart.
But because they put, I think it's the same special features from the Blu-ray, and they're on the Blu-ray. But I think the Blu-ray still has that 4K scan. I haven't checked it out, but. Dude, the 4K looks gorgeous on this. So
I bet.
If you don't own it, I definitely highly recommend it. Also got the 4K of Crawl by Alexander Aja, Sam Raimi produced.
Oh shit!
This is an awesome film, and they're doing a sequel to it. So this is a sleeper, man. I mean, it went under the radar, but
are you going to do it?
Got a lot of fans enough for it to get a sequel. I think people weren't expecting this because they just thought it's going to be some regular crowd.
Is that the director of the Hills Have Eyes remake? Yeah. Alexander Aja? Okay.
Yep.
It was a pretty good movie.
Oh, never mind. I was interested. I
like the remake.
I liked it too.
No, man. This shit is dope, and the Hills Have Eyes remake is dope, and then the 4K of Dog Soldiers, which will be.
Oh, that's fire! I like
No reversible slip though, or reversible arc, which is a bummer. And then I also got this today. You guys know I don't do Funkos really anymore, but I do like my horror ones, and they don't got nothing.
Wow. Leprechaun, yeah.
No shit.
That's
so
great.
I had to get the little Amazon exclusive.
Life size.
That's funny.
Life size.
Covered in blood with the gold coin.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's see the artwork on the side.
Sadly, they didn't really I can't really make out what they even did on in that background.
The backdrop.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. They really didn't do anything, so I don't know if there were some rights issues where they couldn't use his face. I don't know, man, because they didn't. They just used like the stairs. That was a little letdown. I do like the font because that's like it is how it looks, but. Yeah, I would have liked, maybe like a picture or something, like the real
the movie face.
Warwick.
Yeah,
man, that would. Yeah, but there's nothing for the Leprechaun, so I figured, dude, just to get one.
Hell yeah,
$10,
Right. He's a borderline A-lister too, but you don't.
Yeah. Oh hell, yeah. Dude, Willow, dude, get out! I fucking love it. I don't know about that sequel, but we'll see. But yeah, dude, I definitely.
He's also Professor Flitwick. Don't forget that.
That needs to do a damn figure for the Leprechaun. They could do a really detailed one, man.
I think it's coming.
Scarpad though sent me a box of some posters, so he sent me some that he had from Shout Factory, Brotherhood of the Wolf. I only seen bits and pieces of this. I know Robbie, you love this movie, don't you?
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. I like that.
It's like in all French though, isn't it? I believe.
Is that a problem?
No, I was just asking.
Yeah, it's a French movie.
the Elvira's Haunted Hills.
Nice.
Nice.
That was
There we go.
fire.
Awesome one to frame and put up.
Yeah, the colors look nice.
The rack looks great.
Love that lady.
And then you got the new Fog poster from the Steelbook artwork, new commissioned artwork.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty
Dope.
cool. I love that with Captain Blake.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the House of
London on the
Wax,
track.
which I do. I fucking love House of Wax.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yo.
Got
You
the
filling
new
up them walls,
artwork
brother.
they did for
Yeah.
that. And then the new Evil Dead remake poster.
Ooh.
This
Okay.
just came out.
Nice.
Yeah,
Red and the yellow.
Dude, I want to get some frames because before I had the setup, I would just put them on the wall. I really would rather try to do like with the horror ones. I would really like to just do frames this time. I think that would be, in the long run, it would be better because always, man, no matter what, the fucking the sticky tabs always end up drying out over.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's just it's inevitable that the posters are gonna
Yeah,
get
if you got a good poster.
long run. I feel like I just got to do it. He also sent me a couple, just little fright rag goodies.
Nice.
This picture thing, but there's some cool stickers in here, man, that I cannot wait to put on the laptop. One for Halloween Kills.
Nice.
Nice.
Fucking sick. Candy corn, which is a little independent. Really cool cover though. They Live, which is awesome.
Live.
So,
Sick.
yeah.
So I got
love that.
They Live. I got a Prince of Darkness sticker too, and dude, I can't wait to
Fuck
look.
yeah.
And I finally
Well,
got
the
I
laptop
finally
up.
got I finally got him something to read comics on other than his phone.
Yeah. Yup.
Yeah. So
Definitely did.
he's
Definitely.
got a tablet now. So
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Little what is it? What's it called? The fire.
it's a fire tablet.
Yeah.
10-inch.
Oh, the Kindle.
Yeah, dude. I got that. I got the Amazon account, so hook right into that, man. That shit was sick. You can't use Plex on like your phone or anything. So I even paid the $5 so I could watch Plex on the tablet.
See, I did the same thing. Scarpet says you don't have to do that. I think we might have fucked
No.
up.
You don't have to do it.
You can watch it on your TV. I watch it on my TV and my Fire Stick for free, but on
a
a
PC or
tablet
television
or phone,
free,
you have to pay it one time.
Right. I did.
So if you
I
use
paid
your
it.
tablet,
Still won't fucking work.
like whatever tablet you use the most, you gotta
I don't
pay
know, man.
$5 for that.
I appreciate it though. I want to watch Nope. If it works, I'm watching Nope tonight.
Yeah, you're. Does it like stop after playing for like a minute?
You know,
every time?
it's the weirdest shit what it does. Like it'll be working and like 80% of the screen works and then part of it, like someone's face.
You might have
Like,
to mess
it's
with
weird what it does. It'll
Yeah.
You might have to mess with like the
the
streaming
speed. Yeah.
the speed. But yeah, thank you again, Scarpath. You are too kind as always. What was it there? So yeah, make sure you guys tune in next Saturday while we review Neil Marshall's Dog Soldiers. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. And definitely tune in this Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern while we review Jordan Peele's Get Out.
That'll be great.
Directorial debut.
Hells yeah. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with us tonight. You guys are the best
Hell
as
yeah.
always.
Great time as always.
Hell yeah, dude. Make sure you guys does anyone know Dog Soldiers? I think it's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder, I believe.
Oh, it is?
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
I think so.
Is it,
It's
I
gotta be
want to say it's on
gotta be
Shudder.
streaming. Might be Tubi too. I don't know.
Probably.
It's around though. It's out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily accessible.
It's not on Shudder.
It's not anymore.
No.
Let me see.
It's probably on Peacock,
Yeah, I
the new
had to-
home of
You
horror.
can
I had to
rent it.
rent
You
us.
can rent it
Not
for
Peacock.
like $2 on Prime, but
No,
Let me
Peacock
just say,
seems to have a lot of horror movies.
it's on what? It's
Is
on
it worth-
Peacock.
Is it worth buying that 4K? I know you guys all been showing that off. Should I just get
On
it?
Dude,
which one?
This is the bet. This
Dog
is the
Soldiers.
only way
Everything's
to own
worth
it.
4K.
Yeah, it looks
because
good.
all the other copies are going to be real dark, man. Because this movie was made on a smaller budget, so there's a lot of dark spots in those old Blu-rays. This one is fucking gorgeous, man. I can't say enough. Like, this is the best way to watch it. Like, there's this fucking one guy who like kind of get like will show you and get into like telling you what happens and all the defects and or what went wrong with those Blu-rays, and it'll be like, this is why this is better, and Dog Soldiers just looks so much better than the regular Blu-ray that Scream Factory did.
Might have to grab it. It's not on Tubi either, so I might just have to grab it.
Yeah, but if anyone, I got you guys. We'll figure it out. Love you guys though. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. You guys be safe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.
Station.